Hey everyone, welcome back to another casual commentary in this little series. Only blank players can see this video. I know it's been a while, like 3 months. I'm sorry, I don't know, I just haven't done it. So today I'm gonna talk a little bit about habits and moving forward, I guess, with your life and how I've been kind of experiencing that recently, or trying to at the very least, to varying levels of success, you could say, varying degrees, because it's hard. It's not the easiest thing to do, especially given current world conditions that I will not mention out of demonetization fear. You didn't see a misstare there. I lagged. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that I think I've done, a lot of habits that I've started. I'm sure I'm not alone here, given the people I've talked to. I thought I'd pick up gauntlets there, so I did a downlight, but I guess I already did and I forgot. I don't know. It's hard when there's a lot of things that you do kind of out of necessity. Maybe not now, but at least at first. Things like isolation and kind of just, I don't know, slowing down many aspects of your life because you just don't have time to dedicate towards things like self-improvement and bettering yourself and everything like that. And now that itself has become a habit, and the thought of bettering yourself is scary and spoopy. Did I say spoopy? Okay, that was an accident. I didn't do that on purpose. It's not like 2003. Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. What else is new though? What else is new? That's one of the habits I'm okay with. I'm okay with getting distracted, although depending on the YouTube comment section, some other people might not be, but that's okay. I missed. That's fine. Salvaged. But yeah, that stagnation of kind of just being in the same spot. Again, a lot of it started out of necessity because you just didn't have time, or I didn't have time to dedicate toward. Oh, okay. Towards, what was I saying? Like towards bettering yourself while the world is ending. And I don't know, it's kind of addicting to be stagnant because it gets really comfortable, and the thought of changing things up is way scarier than knowing that you can just be okay in the stagnation. It might not be comfortable, but at the very least you know you can handle that much, so you know, why even try to handle something that might be unknown or might come out of nowhere to bite you later. You know, why do that when you can just survive as is? But I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. I really hate feeling like I'm not improving, whether it's at small things like, I don't know, learning a piece on piano or even reading a dodge in a game, honestly, that I wasn't able to do before. If I don't do things that I feel like will help make me into the person I want to be, I feel really bad. I don't like that feeling. And I have to snap myself out. Did I say snap myself out of moments when I'm downwardly spiraling, or the snowball is getting bigger and bigger of like, okay, maybe I spent one night awake until like 6 a.m. and I ruined my sleep for the next day. Wow, these map bounds are huge. I'm shocked they didn't die from that. I am also shocked I dropped the edge, and the Sarah dropped. Okay, that was a series of unfortunate events. Lemony Snicket, 2004. But yeah, if I'm not doing that, I don't feel great. And when I catch the snowball, again, maybe I stay up till like 6 a.m. or something, and I don't get any sleep, the next day I'm really tired, it starts this bad cycle of, okay, well now I don't have enough energy to do the things I want to do, so I'm not going to do them, I'm going to put it off till tomorrow, and then I feel really bad and guilty about that, so instead, I don't put it off till tomorrow, and I don't rest, and I try to work even harder to double time, make up for it. I'm missing every single punish, which, speaking of double time making up for it, I'm going to need to do that this stock. And then I end up not doing it great because I'm exhausted and I'm tired, and then I beat myself up even more because I didn't do a great job and I should have done better, and then the cycle just repeats, and then I need time to relax, and I only do that late at night, and yeah, it's not the best cycle. And so I gotta catch myself and snap myself out of that and stop this snowball from rolling. The problem is often, though, sometimes it feels like in order to move forward into the future, and okay, you don't okay, you can't see it. Okay, now you can see it, now that I'm 3-barring. I just got a wave of input lag. We're gonna make do, though, and hopefully land something. They're in the red, so I just gotta land a killing blow here. But sometimes it feels like I'm held back from living in the present, but even more so, like, trying to plan out for the future. Okay, we're back. Because of things in the past, because I feel really bad that I didn't complete this assignment, or I didn't complete this project or this video when I should have, and now I need to make up for that as well. So there's no time to do anything because I'm not living at the same clock that I actually am in reality. I'm living at a clock that's months, maybe even years old, and it's just some past me that's trying to get things done. It's kind of like I need to clear up the past so that I can even be ready or prepared for the future. But the problem is, like, if I'm always trying to clear up the past, then I'm never going to be ready. And it's this cycle of always racing against time. You feel like you're playing life in fast forward, and you never get a chance to even do anything or be in the moment because you're always living for some different version of yourself that is absolutely under no circumstances the current version, because that would be completely unacceptable. I'm gonna die here. Never mind. I somehow survived, but I'm gonna chalk that one up to luck, if we're gonna be real here. But yeah, that's the feeling that I've been having, and so in order to try and solve that and help that, I've decided, instead of trying to I mean, in some ways it even just leads to running away from the past because I don't want to deal with it. In order to move forward and move into the future and work things out, instead of only looking at myself and saying, oh, I'm not good enough right now, I've been trying to see why I'm not doing the things that I feel like I should be doing, and more than that, telling myself that, or that I shouldn't need to do anything, that should is the reason why I'm even feeling like this in the first place, because if I don't have that, then it's all gone. Alright, I started lagging extremely hard, so I'm just gonna record this and put some gameplay in the background. Basically, a lot of it is switching the mindset, and instead of trying to think, oh, I need to fix the past, it's more like I need to clean up the past, you know? Instead of trying to do all these things now and solve all these problems or do all of this work, it's more so unrooting and understanding why I feel the need to do the work in the first place. And then I can actually do it, because now I'm accepting that, hey, I'm just where I'm at right now, and that's okay. And if I don't do it, then I'm not any worse of a person. It's just that I didn't do it, or I chose not to do it. And then at least it's a choice. You know, it's not this compulsion, this inner need, this desire that needs to be met. Now it's like I'm giving it a little bit of antidote. I'm helping fix it. I'm helping weed out the evil, smoke it out, get rid of the toxins, use like an oran berry or something. I don't know if that's how you say it, but... And once I started doing that, this idea of cleaning up the past so that I can move forward in the present and future has done wonders. It's so much easier to do what you want to do or do what you feel like you need to do when there isn't this weight of time and pressure on your back, because you can fight as hard as you want to fight, but you're gonna lose to time every single time. Which, that sounds stupid, but yeah, that's how I think about things. And it often feels like you're racing against a clock, but because the clock is always ticking and you're not always going to be on 100%, you can't win. So then you're desperately trying to win, but you know it's fruitless, and then you beat yourself up for trying because you knew it was fruitless, but you tried anyway. So it's just this cycle of self-sabotage, and yeah, I need to slow down. I need to take a little bit of a break from this constant on all the time, and try to do what I want to do, and the things that I actually feel like will help, again, turn me into the person I want to be. A good example of this, I think, I'm not going to go into things in my personal life, but for videos, I feel like this is relevant. You know, you've probably heard me talk about, if you've listened to other casual commentaries, just my excitement and passion for making videos. I mean, really, genuinely, this is my favorite thing in the world, and it's almost like I like it too much, because I get so excited about making so many projects. Like, if I showed you my hard drive right now, I might... Okay, here's a clip from stream. You can see for yourself. 1v7 chosen bots I will work on... Okay, so here's my problem. I just keep adding more videos to my plate. Here's the number of recordings right now that I still am working on. And then I have all of these projects as well. And then I also have all of these projects. And then I also have all of these projects. And then I have... all of these, and then I have all of these, and then I have all of these. So yeah, it's gonna be a while. I put so much on my plate because I get so excited about all these things that I could do and I want to do, and then the thought of starting any of them is so terrifying because I have this weight on my back of, oh, well, if I do this one, then I can't do this one. If I do this, I can't do this. Not to mention real life stuff as well, which again, I'm not going to get into. But when I do have the time and the energy and the opportunity to make videos unfiltered, undistracted, you know, all that stuff, I don't oftentimes. And then I beat myself up again because I should have and I could have, but I didn't. And so I think what I need to do, again, is slow down a little bit. I feel like I'm going in circles here, I apologize, but one of the ways that I like to explain things is to say it in different ways, because then, you know, if you don't get it the first time around, maybe you get it the second time around, I don't know, maybe that's just a dumb thing to do, but I think a perfect example of this is this Tetris video. I've had this Tetris video on my hard drive for like 2 months now, and the reason why I haven't uploaded it is because I was gonna make a Reno guide, and then I was gonna upload it the day after the Reno guide, and I was keeping myself in check, you know? I really love this Tetris video, and I really want to put it out, and I want to see what people have to say about it, and hopefully they enjoy it and stuff like that, but I have to make this Reno guide first, and I can't do it unless the Reno guide comes out. And for the past month, I've been trying to make it, and for some reason, I don't know why, it's kind of inexplicable, I've been having these, like, anxiety build-up attack type of things. I don't know if you can call it an anxiety attack, but basically I'll be recording and I don't know why. It's such a simple video. I've done it a thousand times before, but I'll start to not be able to really breathe, and then I can't think properly. My mind is all flat, and then my hands start to get a little tingly, a little numb, and I don't know, my vision's a little blurry. And I just haven't been able to do it. And it's so close to being done, but the closer I get to it being done, the more frequent it happens. So I just haven't put out this Tetris video. Because I set this arbitrary guideline for myself, then it gets harder and harder to actually do it, because the thought of doing it is kind of scary, because I don't want my hand to go all tingly. That's not very fun. I'm playing with a clothespin right now. I don't know, I can't just talk with my hands still. I gotta play a game, or I gotta fiddle with a clothespin, I guess. But yeah, it's a lot about trying to stop myself when I recognize that I'm putting all these traps and obstacles in my own way. So Tetris video is just coming out tomorrow, and Reno guide, I guess, will be done when it's done. And it's so weird to think about, because it's such small things. I can, you know, just make a video. I can always delete it. I can always just never post it or remove it. In fact, I do that all the time. I don't know if you guys know this. Probably mentioned this on stream, not in a video, but for every video you've seen, I've made like 4. So that's, you know, maybe that's a waste of time, but I don't know. But part of the problem is that because I get so excited about putting so many things on my plate, then I can't really work on anything, or I can't finish anything, because by the time my interest fades for one thing, suddenly it's on to the next one, and instead of catching myself and having discipline and finishing it, I just want to really, you know, strike while the iron is hot and start the next one. I think a good example of this is Psych Sundays, which is something that I really like. It's a big project that I really want to pursue, but it's way too much for what I can handle right now. And I think the mature thing to do is to hold off until I can feasibly execute it at the level I want to. And that level will only come if I, again, clean up these things from the past that are weighing me down. Finish up all those projects, or at the very least, don't finish them, but be okay with that. Maybe it just sounds like I'm complaining about something small, and I probably am, but the thing is that when these mental barriers and baggage, these sandbags, start to pile up on you, it makes it seem like every single thing you do is so permanent. Every single action you take is so consequential, because if you think about it, it is. If you're racing against time and you feel like you're always gonna lose, then every single second of your life should not be wasted. But I think that itself, therein lies the problem, where who's to say it's wasted at all? I know that not all of you make videos, but I hope that where the relatability of it comes in is in this idea of grass being greener on the other side. You know, what I'm doing right now is never good enough. So I gotta look at my neighbor's lawn, but it's even more than that. It's like, you look at your neighbor's lawn and their grass is greener than yours, and then you're like, oh wow, I suck because my grass isn't as green. But you didn't even have water to water your grass, so it couldn't even be green. So then you beat yourself up again for not digging a well to get the water to water your grass to be green. Like, I don't know how to dig a well. Why am I beating myself up for not knowing how to dig a well? And then I beat myself up for beating myself up for not knowing how to dig a well. It's just like, what am I doing? What is my brain doing? And it's with the simplest things. Again, making a video is so simple, or at least it could be. I've done it 1,000 times. It's like riding a bike, which I don't know how to do. I don't know why I said I don't know. I learned how to ride a bike, okay? Not well, but I learned. I don't even know where I'm going with this analogy, but I guess to tie it all up, to wrap it in a nice bow, it's okay if your grass isn't as green as your neighbor's, because if you just lived on your neighbor's lawn, then you'd be living your neighbor's life, and you don't really know what's going on there. Maybe they got like a cat that poops on their pillow. That's not very cool. Don't want that. And it's okay, because as long as you recognize that your grass is the color it is because of everything that led up to that point, and it's not really your fault, it's just the nature of how things are. You can't change past you. You can certainly try and clean up some of the things that past you left for current you, but trying to fix them and live for them isn't really being genuine and kind and nice to current you and to future you. And if you look at your feet and you can just own that grass that's there, then you have so much more power to actually do the things. You can buy a lawnmower or something. I don't know. I mean, buy, it implies that's a chunk of change. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do that, but I hope that makes any semblance of sense. It does to me, so, but then again, I'm a kind of a crazy person, so if it makes sense to you, I got bad news for you. Anyway, that's the mordex video. I hope you enjoy. Good night.